Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's MaddenDvinik here today, and I just wanted to point out that we have a new schedule now, so I'm going to quickly run through it. On Tuesday, like today, we have a regular video, like a bunch of clips put together. On Wednesday, we're going to have our Mirror Revenge series, where I take somebody else's defense log army and attack them right back, so revenge them. On Thursday, we're going to have the sub-destruction recipe, where I take your guys' army votes and put them together and create an army. Then on Friday, again, we're going to have a Let's Play. Saturday, Mirror Revenge, and Sunday, once again, sub-destruction recipe. So that's kind of the week, and then Sunday, or excuse me, Monday will be kind of like a day off. So just a little pause. All right, also credits to the Jojo Boy 12 for creating the new title. That was the Mirror Revenge episode 1. That's what he suggested, so I just make sure I credit him because it wasn't my idea for the title, it was his. And I really do like it. It's a really good title. So I also mentioned some credits for the sub-destruction recipe in that episode. Anyways, let's get on with it. We have 6 awesome raids today. Actually, they get way better towards the end, but I don't want you to skip there. I want you to watch it so we get through everything. This base here, I actually used it when I was at Town Hall 8. That's right, I used to copy bases, so I perfectly remember this base because that spot where it's kind of empty, that's where the 3 Teslas are. Or excuse me, there's 2 Teslas there. There's one on the right and one on the left, and there's 4 spring traps right in the center of those 2. That's how clearly I remember this base. I don't know whose it is. It might be somebody's. It might be one of the YouTubers, but I honestly don't remember. All I remember is I used it before. Anyways, we're going to get 50% because I deployed the Archer Queen as well as those Barbarians chopping in the Town Hall. We're going to get the Town Hall, which is a star, and 50%, which is another star, meaning that we're going to get a good chunk of those 24 trophies. Let's see what we came away with. Alright, 147,000 gold, 68,000 elixir, and 16 trophies. The Madden counter is back. Guys, the Madden counter will not be appearing on the serious episodes because those are different series. Only Let's Plays will have this Madden counter. You can call it a Let's Play. You can call it a clip mashup. I don't know what I call it. I never really had a title for it before, so we're just going to call this episode whatever it is. That might be that, might be that. Alright, so this base, it's loaded with elixir. It's all on the inside pretty much. I don't think it's all in the mines or pumps at all. Maybe just a little bit. But this guy's not inactive. He's obviously has a clan league. I attacked this in the morning after the clan league resets, so I'm fairly sure this guy's active. I mean, he already attacked in 12 hours from the reset time. Alright, so what I'm trying to do right now is deploy some cheap units like the Barbarians. Actually, I should have done Goblins because they're cheaper, but it's alright. Barbarians have a little more health, so they last a little longer about luring out the troops. Now that the clan castle troops are taken care of, simply a giant as a meat shield and 2 wall breakers right after. I was really lucky for that Tesla to be focused on the giants long enough for those wall breakers to break that second compartment. Now we have 2 compartments open, and what I want to do right now is actually go for that center core, but right now we're still trying to burst through some other compartments because they're in the way. I'm just making sure to deploy enough troops so that they don't get hit by other things like mortars, you know, cannons and wizards and stuff like that. But once I have most of my troops deployed, like I just did, I just put a bunch of archers, goblins, barbarians. Yeah, that makes sure we have a very good meat shield. In fact, we have more than enough so that the wall breakers can get right to the center. There we go, those 3 wall breakers. I always deploy 3 wall breakers when going for the center core because it's usually farther away. They have a bigger chance of dying, and that way I make sure that even if one wall breaker dies, 2 of them blow up the section. Anyways, we're on the inside. We're getting that first elixir storage. Now it's gone. Yeah, mass goblins right there. Wouldn't suggest it if there's a bunch of mortars in the area, but I'm just trying to mass them because it's the only thing we can do right now because we don't have that much meat shield. This base, it wasn't too easy to break through, but as you see, I had to use all my wall breakers. I could have saved 1, but I think deploying 3 at the end, like I said, is just a little security thing to make sure that you actually get that wall. Okay, so I don't know what we come away with. We did take a good chunk of this base, and let's see what happened. Alright, 102,000 elixir and 81,000 gold. So the Madden counter updates on its own. As I said, we're at -1 trophies, but that's okay. I think we're going to gain a lot of trophies in the next few clips. Alright, this base here, Stalker 04, loaded with elixir once again, even more than the previous base. It's going to be in the storages, but I think some of it is going to be in the mines and collectors. So let's see what happens. We do have a Barbarian King and Archer Queen already. They're, you know, they slept, whatever they do, regenerated, whatever you want to call what they did. We have Clan Castle troops once again. I'm using my Barbarian because I don't want the Goblins to go for the resources like they just did. I don't want the Clan Castle troops to go to that spot. I want them to go way out there in the corners so that no defenses reach my troops, so that there's no interference. It's fair. It's Clan Castle. It's troops on Clan Castle troops. So, all right, taking out those mines and pumps. And as you see, there's not really much in there, although we're taking about, 5,000 to 6,000 from each mine and collector. That's not a lot. So that pretty much means we're going to have to go for the inside, which I'm trying to do right now. Smart wizard and cannon placement right there. The only thing I would not do is not put the wizard right there, because it can be taken out by archers and anything like that, like it just did right here. But what I'm talking about is those two compartments that the wizard and the cannon were in. That was a smart compartment placement because I had to use 4 wall breakers before I could go for the center. That's alright. We took out the first elixir storage, which was about 50% of what this base had, so that's good. Right now I'm trying to get 50%. I don't have that many troops left, and we're gonna see if I can do it. Sometimes it gets really, really close. Ooh, those giant bombs. Look at that horrible placement. Never place your giant bombs on the outside like that. That is the biggest waste. Think of it. I just blew up 100,000 of his gold. That's right. So how's that worth it? He's protecting like 93,000 gold with 100,000 gold. How does that even work? He might be a trophy hunter, but still, even if you're trophy hunting, I really don't think, personally, from using the giant bombs, and I use them a lot, so I'm very experienced with them, I personally think that they're not that important if you're protecting your town hall or even protecting your resources, especially when you're farming. That's a big waste. Anyways, looks like we're going to get some of that storage, but luckily I noticed, oh man, my Barbarian King is right there, so he's going to take most of that thing. Actually, he's going to take all of it, looks like. I don't know if we're going to get the town hall. I mean, he's only got the mortar fire, or the cannon fire as well, but I don't think the mortars do that much damage to the king. So if we're lucky enough, he might take that town hall out, and we're going to get 2 stars instead of just 1 star. I'm guessing that's going to happen, although I don't know. There's now a cannon firing on that Barbarian King as well. We're very close, like extremely close, and boom, we have 2 stars. Perfect. Now I'm going to end it here, I think. No, I was going to get this gold storage. That's right. Even though I could have ended it and saved the regeneration time, that's fine. I thought to get a little, extra gold was a good thing. So anyways, 217,000 elixir. That's our biggest raid for the elixir so far today, and 54,000 gold just as a side thing. I was kind of going for elixir as well as gold. By the way, if you look on the top, we do have 4,459,000 gold. Some of it is from the gems, and some of it is from me raiding. So I had some very awesome raids in the past couple of days. And at the end of this episode, I think we're going to upgrade something. Even though this video is not sponsored by AppNana, we're going to still upgrade something, alright? Just to move it along. Because I don't want to sit on this huge amount of gold and just wait for the new episode to come out. So we're going to upgrade something in this episode. This base here, yeah, it's pretty much all on the outside. Although if you look for that low-level elixir storage, it does have some of it in it. So I'm not sure if we're going to go for the inside. We might. All we really have to do is break that mortar compartment, and then boom, we're in the center core. But I was kind of stupid, and I didn't notice that, so I'm like, well, let's attack from the top. So I guess we're attacking from the top. As you see, it's always better to, review your attack strategy and find some mistakes that were made. So if I could have attacked on the bottom and saved a lot of wall breakers, but I didn't, and that's okay. We learn our mistakes. That happens, but here it's okay too. We broke, I think we used 4 wall breakers, maybe 5. We're still in the center core. I don't know how well this is going to work. And then, you know what I noticed? Yeah, it's all in the mines. The gold is in the mines, it's not in the center. But since I'm only running now 9 goblins, that's not going to work very well, will it? But we're going to see. I think since that wizard's training on them, they're going to be able to destroy that mine before the mortar hits. Alright, so perfect. Now I deployed all the rest of my giants, the rest of my troops pretty much, other than the wall breakers, because they wouldn't do much towards the percentage. And we're going to try to get 50%. We're really close, so this should be pretty easy. Just take out that cannon up there, and then we should be at 1 star and not lose any trophies. So I'm going to let these guys go around a little bit, pick off some more storages, get a little bit more dark elixir and stuff like that. It's always good to take some of that, especially that these units are not going to regenerate or come back anyway, so you might as well stay and let them finish. Other than the, barbarians, or excuse me, giants, they won't do much. Alright, so we're almost, for the Madden counter I'm talking about right now, we're almost at 500,000 for each resource. Our Elixir is still staying ahead today. I don't think we ever had our Elixir stay higher than the gold, so I guess this is the first episode with Madden counter that it has that high of an Elixir count. Anyways, look at this base, 355,000 Elixir. Holy crap, this is an awesome base. By the way, I did once again skip a huge resource count, a huge loot count, and I was recording, but I deleted that video because what's the point of showing you guys what I skipped when you can't even see me attack it? So yeah, I should have probably saved that video, maybe took a screenshot, but I didn't. Yep, skipped a high resource count again. By the way, I did notice some of you commenting that my audio lags sometimes, like I say two things at the same time, and that is due to my video editor, which is Camtasia Studio. I have no idea why it lags, why the sound repeats twice, but I guess it's just the way it is. Sorry, I can't really fix it. I mean, I keep it updated, and I have no idea why it repeats two things at the right after each other. So it's not too annoying. I mean, I hope you guys can last with it. If it's such a big issue, I mean, I can look into it, but I think we'll be fine like this. By the way, that Barbarian King is just walking around. Yeah, I don't even notice him because realistically he won't do much. He's slow. The Goblins are fast, so by the time he walks over around the entire base, we're going to take all his resources. So since there's about 67,000 on the inside in terms of Elixir, I decided, you know what, we could certainly, use this entire army, and if we get that Elixir, it'll be a payoff. I have my Archer Queen trained in the Town Hall just in case we don't get the 50%, so we get 1 star. I hope that we do get 50% because it's always nice to take more trophies than you expected and have that little cushion when you're farming and you don't get 50%. Anyways, also the other great thing about Archer Queen is even though her health is very low, she can shoot over the walls, and she has I think she has a longer range than the regular archers. So she can shoot at mortars, wizards, anything that's behind walls. It's really cool. Clan Castle troops as well. So that's awesome. I don't think this guy had Clan Castle troops because he has those tombstones around his base. Whenever you see those, especially near the Clan Castle troop or the Clan Castle, that probably means that everybody's dead inside it. There's absolutely nobody left. No survivors. As sad as that might sound. Anyways, I don't know why I'm leaving my giants here. I should probably end it here because there's nothing special that's going to happen. Hopefully I'll end it very soon so I don't have to speed through this video. Alright, perfect. Ending it. Wow, 280,000 gold and 293,000 elixir, so didn't get all 35,000 elixir, but that still is a lot of elixir, plus 111 dark elixir. The Madden counter once again updated. We're at 25 trophies, so we didn't lose many in this episode. In fact, we gained, a good chunk, I guess. Even though I don't care about it, it's nice to stay up here at 1,600. My favorite farming range for Town Hall 9 is 1,600 to 1,700. That's where I like to stay. I find good resource raids like this one. Once again, this one is even bigger, I believe. Yeah, we have more gold this time, I think, if I'm correct. Now, we are going to have to go for the inside if we want to get the rest of the gold, but first of all, we got to get the outside to make sure that we get those easy resources, which are outside the walls or even over the walls where archers can get it. Since we're deploying pretty much all around the base, it's not a problem with the mortars and wizard towers and other stuff because, I mean, cannons are single targets, so they're switching between units, and that takes way too long for them to, protect the resources. So I still don't get why people are like, you should put your mines and elixir collectors as close as you can to the walls. I mean, you can still deploy a bunch of troops and still come away with all the resources and sacrifice the spawn area. You could push the spawn area back by placing the buildings farther back, rather than placing them as close to the walls and saying, well, you know what, overnight people steal like 36,000 resources from gold and elixir. If you're seriously that cheap to have people steal 36,000 resources, there are some problems, man. Honestly, I'm keeping 5 million gold right now, right? And I'm maybe losing about 5,000 resources from the mines and pumps. That's a great payoff. So would you give 200,000 gold or would you give 5,000 gold? I think you're going to choose 5,000 gold. So place your buildings as far away from the walls. Just make sure it's 2 spaces in between buildings and the walls. Otherwise, people can spawn in there if it's 3 spaces or more. Alright, so what's happening here? I'm just trying to get 50%, and I hope those giants will get it for me. Perfect. That's exactly what happened. Sadly, we're not going to be able to come away with all this golden elixir because it was all in the well, not all. It was about 50% of it was on the inside. That's a pretty protected section up there. Three walls separating, but realistically, I created bases with 3 walls separating the inside core, and it still failed. So that's why I love my current base. It's good. That's just the way it is. Okay, 204,000 gold, 189,000 elixir, 182 dark elixir, and I'm coming back to my base to just show you some stuff. Actually, I'm not going to upgrade a wizard tower. I'm sorry, guys. I think I kind of threw that out there. But we're going to do that next time. So now you know what we're going to upgrade in the next episode of the Apnea sponsored series. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you drop a like if you did. Also check me out on Duckster, Facebook, and subscribe to me if you're not yet subscribed for almost daily Clash of Clans episodes, except Sunday. Sunday is the day off. Or Monday is the day off, excuse me. Alright guys, peace.